What's we breaking right here? So, we know that Huawei was doing absolutely phenomenal in the smartphone industry before the US sanctions. And I can say everybody knows, no matter they are Apple fans or Samsung fans, on that time, Huawei was above all the companies. And somewhere, this thing pinch or you can say hurts Huawei. Therefore, in a recent interview, Huawei CEO said that if there wasn't US sanctions or restrictions, Huawei and Apple would have been the only smartphone leaders in the whole industry. Well, you further added that his words may not be modest, but the smartphone market is a compound result of efforts from Huawei and Apple and deserved to be the true smartphone leaders. At the same time though, Huawei's leader also mentioned that others are small manufacturing, including the Korean company, which may be mainly selling smartphones in the US and South Korea, while other markets were in the grip of Huawei. Well, obviously you didn't mention it specifically, but we could understand that there is one and only South Korean firm that is ruling over the smartphone world, and it is Samsung. Basically, before the sanctions, Huawei and Apple were the smartphone leaders who captured the entire market, and Samsung had only US market and South Korean market. But now in 2022 specifically, like after Huawei's ban, Samsung captured entire market, and Samsung and Apple are now the leaders of the smartphone industry. And that is the thing which made Huawei mad, because Huawei knows its slowdown in the smartphone market has brought in major opportunities for the other smartphone makers such as Samsung, Apple, and other Chinese phone makers. While consumers started looking for alternatives, obviously, and Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, and Xiaomi in the global market took their part of shares in the respective markets. Anyway, Huawei further said, the smartphone industry keeps on reshuffling and the current competition is very brutal. Therefore, it's very hard for any smartphone maker to keep on progressing while getting beaten up by sanctions. Since it's an outcome of what has happened before, we cannot blame anyone except for the US sanctions. And yes, if Huawei wasn't sanctioned, it would have been on the top, defeating Samsung in the first place. So yeah, that was the pretty bold statement from Huawei. So what do you think? Is Huawei right? Well, if you think like that, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.